We can justify anything, truly. Like, we're just going to justify this for you no matter what.
Justify this.
Yeah, like a special.
Whoa, we really got crazy there.
And, oh my God, I have to tune in.
Yeah. Completely
100%.
Yep.
Lean in.
I'm not going to lie. It makes no sense.
No,
like,
here. Hello, you guys. What's up? Welcome back to Gals in the Go podcast. I'm Danielle.
I'm Brooke. Happy Wednesday, guys.
Happy Wednesday. We're here for another episode with your favorite girly pops.
We have so much to girly pop about.
We have so much to girly pop about, to kiki, as the people say.
Yeah. I walked in, I said, my old habits are back, Danielle. Do you know why?
No.
Because I'm sitting here with a big 1 liter plastic water bottle. I'm back on plastic water bottles.
You already got rid of the Owala.
No, like I still use it, but like I'm in one of these bad phases where like something about having plastic water bottle, like the big plastic water bottle stocked in your fridge, like it feels so Kardashian level rich. Like
it
I
really
can't explain.
does.
Like I'm a billionaire.
So you're a Fiji girl this week, and then next week you'll be Smart Water. And
Essentia. Like, you know, I'll cycle through all of them. Yeah, Fiji water does have a distinct taste.
I never like pull for it. I usually go for Smart Water or Essentia.
I feel like it's so your brand.
It's beautiful.
Tropical with the flower.
It is tropical. You know, I like it is. It is. But
with
I
the
love
water in the background, like I feel like it's giving beach.
It's so happy.
It's so gorgeous.
It really is.
No, I just wanted to say that's how
I'm happy for you.
I'm starting my week personally.
So that's where I am. Well, honestly,
where are you at?
I do something even more weird. It's
toxic. What is it?
Toxic, gross, whatever you want to call it. Like, you know, when you go to the airport and you get your water bottle,
you refill.
Yeah.
You bring your like old.
Well,
reliable.
let's say I go to the airport. I was at the airport yesterday. I got an essential water bottle. I come home and then I fill it up for the next few days, which is disgusting.
Why? You just like the
because I like having the plastic water bottle, but I don't purchase them. So when I have one from the airport, I'm like, oh well, I already have it, so might as well. Yeah, it's just so easy, and then you can throw it in your bag easier than the big chunky water bottles.
I do agree with that.
So I'm aligned with you in a way. Mm-hmm. My fridge doesn't have I don't know where you're putting all these.
My fridge is quite literally just drinks. Like
your fridge is just drinks. Mine's a lot of drinks, but yours.
The entire
when you have pre-games, I'm like, well, perfect, because it's all drinks.
Yep. No, I'm like, where's this food gonna go? I get like my factor meals are like slid into the side right now.
Yeah, it's like in the slits. You have to like move things around in hopes that.
Yep. No, it's all drinks. But I feel so like something about it when you're like open it feels like those restock videos.
It really does.
I did show my parents actually, Nikki. They were infatuated. We watched them for hours. And then there was like a video of her cleaning behind her fridge. Have you ever cleaned behind your fridge?
Never. Not once. I don't think I can even pull it out.
Me neither. And I showed it to my parents. Very clean people. We have such a clean home.
Yeah.
And they were like, I was like, so I have to do this? Like, you know, moving forward, I should be cleaning behind. And they were like, absolutely not. They're like, actually, it's more dangerous for you to try to take out your fridge. Like, you're gonna hurt yourself.
Yeah. Like, have they ever? I don't think I've ever done that. I don't even know what behind a fridge looks like.
No, and she said she does it like every few months. My parents were like, oh my God, I don't know if we've ever done that.
So your dad was into it too, watching her clean.
Yeah, something about it's very satisfying. I mean, like the more girly videos, like the stalking the person stuff, like my mom was more into. He was so infatuated by the clean, like. She had so many like sanitizing products.
Yeah, she does. Or when she travels, like on her cruise, and she brings a whole
Yep.
I can't speak.
Sanitization.
That's what I was gonna say. I felt wrong.
Kit.
Yeah.
And she comes prepared with it. Yeah, but she does have a lot of like little like she has like towels that expand and like sprays and like gadgets and stuff.
It's this one thing she like expands. It's like sponge to go in the toilet. It satisfies me every time, whatever that is.
No, and then I explained to them like the affiliate marketing. I was like, well, then you go to her Amazon shop and you like buy everything, and they were like. Literally like couldn't comprehend. I was like, no, this is the future. We're here.
Wait, that's so amazing. No, cleaning is so fun, and it's fun. I feel like it's gotten glamorized in the last year. Not actually. I'm choking on my own words.
They're trying to make it like cool.
I just feel like TikTok has brought this new love for cleaning. How about that?
For sure.
Including our friend Clara. I feel like she's really...
the romanticization of the cleaning versus like seeing it as punishment. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I feel like growing up, it would be like, oh, I have chores. Meanwhile, like I didn't even have chores.
No, now it's like,
that was like my worst fear. It would be like, now you have to scrub your bathroom. And now we're like, Sunday reset.
What's your least favorite like cleaning activity chore?
That's a good question.
I have mine.
I feel like I know yours. Is laundry?
Oh, I don't love laundry, but no, my least favorite is unloading the dishwasher. I love to load the dishwasher. I like to clean dirty dishes. I don't like to unload the dishwasher.
Oh, okay.
I think because growing up, that was like one of my chores in the house. So maybe that's why.
Did you have a chore chart growing up?
We tried that, but it just ended up being like a verbal chart.
It was like
through my mother.
Oh, yeah. It was like assignments.
Yeah.
Did you have a say in your assignments, or it was
no? It was just like, these are Freddie's things, these are Danielle's things.
Yeah, I have to say I was spoiled rotten. Like it was just no chores. It was a free for all. No, that's. I feel like growing to college, that's when I was like, oh my God, I don't know how to do anything.
That's impressive because I feel like you are really independent. You've really got your shit together. Like you would have thought you had like chores.
I just would like lock myself in my little room and like do my little room. No, Mom, and I was not so little, but I feel like I would. That's where I was like my
when you were like done eating dinner, did you have to bring your dishes to the sink?
Yeah. Okay. Oh, we definitely like helped. Like,
because I go to some friends' houses and their parents are like, no, just leave everything on the table. I'm like, let me at least bring my dishes to the sink.
Yeah, we like attempted to help. I feel like then my parents were like, let me get in there. And they start organizing the way that they like to organize.
I know. I feel like it's also just your parents are like, no, I want it a certain way. So if you're not going to do it, like, let me.
Yes. With the cleaning and everything. And
that's how I am. When like Ryan tries to help with cleaning, I'm like, actually, that doesn't go there. Like,
yeah, that's so like mom coded of you. I feel like, just leave it. Just leave it. Go sit down.
Yeah, go sit down. I'll do it. It's just easier if one person's in the sink. Like. I was recently told apparently my sink, oh my God, take my tongue away. I think my sink is really shallow. Apparently now I have insecurities about my sink. Apparently my sink is too shallow. Who told me that? I don't know.
Like your kitchen sink?
Yeah, like my kitchen sink's not ideal for washing dishes. Apparently.
But you have a dishwasher, so why does it matter?
I don't know.
For like I
wash like pans and stuff. Wow. Welcome to the cleaning podcast.
Yeah, that's an interesting thing to consider.
I know.
That's real adult stuff when the depth of your sink. Like,
yeah, no, it's just like new insecurity unlocked. Thank you.
Like, oh yeah, my kitchen.
Yeah. So that's where we're at. But okay, so today's episode, we're gonna be doing later in this episode a little justify moment because we can justify anything, truly.
If it's a relationship problem, if it's friends, a choice you made, a purchase you made, whatever it may be, we're your gal. I mean, we do it for each other, like
all the time,
no matter what. Usually you're not in a fight with someone. I'm in a fight with someone. I was in the right. You know? Like,
I recently had something where I called Brooke. I was like, so I'm valid in feeling this way, right? And Brooke's like, no, totally, 100%.
I found like 5 different angles to make sure that you were in the right. Like,
yeah, sometimes you just need that friend to kind of convince you. So we're basically not necessarily going to give advice. We're just going to we're just going to justify this for you no matter what.
Justify this.
Yeah, so we did Speak Pipe, which is so fun, where you guys submitted. We're going to hear your lovely voices. We're just going to play them on our phone and answer away, which I'm really excited about. But I feel like we have some ketchup and mustarding to do.
Oh my gosh. I want to hear all about your trip out west. I want to hear from top to bottom.
I finally retired my cowboy hat after 2 weekends. I literally have been wearing a cowboy hat. No, it's kind of just was saying it for fun. I have been wearing cowboy hats and cowboy boots for the last 2 weekends, and it had to come to an end.
Are you over it?
I'm actually not over it. Yeah. Like, if someone was having a party tomorrow where it's like, wear cowboy hats, I literally have so many at this point. Like, let's go. But I really just like lived in cowboy hats, which is so funny. So yeah, so obviously I talked about Stagecoach last week. This past weekend went to Jackson Hole, Wyoming, which apparently it's kind of like the Hamptons, how everyone has their own sayings. The cool way to say it is you went to Jackson.
Oh my!
I was like, fuck me. Like,
were you like Jackson Hole, and then everybody else is like, oh, in Jackson we go to this bar.
Mm-hmm. No one like corrected me online, but everyone's like, so how long are you here in Jackson? I'm like, oh, it's because it's technically Jackson, Wyoming.
Okay.
But like Jackson Hole,
isn't that like the watering hole?
No, you're thinking. I mean, maybe there's a watering hole, but you might be thinking of Old Faithful or like these geysers, or no?
Oh, maybe. That part of the country is so like that is just it's. Honestly, it's never been a desire of mine to like head over there, but I want to hear all about it. So please.
It was so fun. Well, I have a horseback riding story for you.
Yeah, it looked elegant to me. I mean, you got all of your friends to sign up for like, was it like a scenic tour?
Yeah. So basically we went there for my friend's birthday. And then my friend Alex, who I went to college with, she planned our whole Greece trip last year. And she's so good at planning. She loves to plan trips. So when we wanted to go to Jackson, she was like, I'll plan the whole thing. And my friend Isabella helped plan as well. Like everyone kind of did. Honestly, I was that person that just Venmo'd and showed up.
Sometimes it's good to be that
so
friend,
fun.
though. And then you have no stress on you. You're like, oh, we have a little bit of time in between activities. It's not on me.
No.
I'm just I'm just the entertainment. Yeah.
The only thing I provided is not all of us were 25. So like I was one of the only people that could drive the rental car. So I was like, I'll drive. Me and my friend kind of split up that. But it was funny because I was thinking like I feel like if the more you plan the trip, the more you get like, you know, to pick the bed you want or the room you want. We stayed in this nice little cabin and I was like, I literally did nothing for this trip. Like I'll be on the pull-out couch. Like I just kind of assumed. So I was like, guys, I'll be on the pull-out couch thinking I'm doing this noble deed. Apparently everyone wanted the pull-out couch.
Why? Why would everybody want that?
Delaney and Isabella both wanted the pull-out couch. I was like, excuse? And they were like, I just like want my own bed. I'm like, okay.
Why? Because otherwise that was the alternative was share a bed?
Share a bed, but like in the main room. And then if you're on the pull-out, you're like in the living room alone. Like you were in
Yeah. Everyone's giggling and laughing and you're like twiddling your thumbs in the other room.
I was like, and we left the door open and stuff, but it was like a fight for the pull-out. So I was like, I mean, okay, then I offered. Yeah. But so yeah, anyways, I wasn't on the pull-out. It was amazing. But the story, so we went horseback riding. It was like a 2-hour horseback ride. Thank God we just went horseback riding in Texas because this was like, not that the one we were at wasn't real, but like,
it was on like a closed course though.
Yeah, and we just felt like comfortable because Kenzie has been there so many times. You know, like I just felt like more comfortable.
Yeah.
Whereas this one, it was like, and it was like a ton of tourists, don't get me wrong. But so they, first of all, they like lined us up and they were like, okay, group of 5. Okay, here's a group of 5. And they're like, okay, like you, and he'd point to one of my friends, you're on this horse. I'm like, why are we picking who's on the horse?
How did he decide? How was he deciding?
I don't want to know.
No?
I'm assuming height.
Okay.
I'm assuming height because Isabella's really tall and she was like on the tallest horse. So like whatever. And then he'd like pick me. So he picked me. He goes, you, this one. And I'm like, okay, this looks like a nice, cute, very short horse. Short and stubby legs, just like mine.
Oh my God.
And I like get up on the horse and we all 5 of us are like getting on our horses, whatever. And then they're about to take us through. Our lead guy was getting ready. And then one of the girls goes, okay, this group has banner. My horse is banner. So I'm like, oh, what do you mean this group has banner?
Like, what do you mean? Like, as if it's like red flag.
It's like just so everyone knows this group has banner. I'm like, excuse me, what does that mean? And all my friends start laughing.
You asked?
Of course.
Yeah,
I'm like,
I would ask too.
And she's like, oh, he's just a little fussy. I'm like,
oh no.
I was like, if Brooke were here, it'd be red pants. I literally said that out loud because I was like, I need to cope with this. And mind you, they told us they have 130 horses. I'm like, so I couldn't have gotten like another horse.
Why he needs to ride? Like
he needed to ride.
Why can't he just stay in the barn that
day? Know. So obviously I kept prying. I was like, what does that mean? Because I was like freaking out.
Yeah,
we're about to
that's
go on
valid. And
mountains and
this is very valid.
Thank you.
You also are like, you're paying for this experience. So like I think you're allowed to be like,
why?
Hey, wait.
Why am I on the fussy horse?
And this is at this point, this is just you and your friends in the group, so you're not like holding up other people? Or are you?
It's like, it wasn't private, but like they kept our groups in line together. It was like a line of like 12 of us, but like us 5 are going to be. Gotcha. So I kind of would have been holding up. So I was just kind of like, okay. So what does that mean? And she was like, he just likes his personal space. I'm like, but we're going to be in a line. And they were also doing a whole thing, like, make sure your horse doesn't get too close to the horse in front of you. But, like, just all these things. I'm like, so how is this supposed to work? And she's like, well, just make sure you stay at the end or in the beginning. And then my friends just start laughing, like, so you can't be in any photos. I'm like, okay, well, that's, like, the least of my problem at this point. They're like, good, you can take all the photos of us while you're in the back. I'm like, okay, great. So it ended up being honestly fine. He would just kind of stay away from the other horses, but like we were still in the line. He never did anything crazy.
Bucking, no kicking,
bucking, no kicking. Honestly, it ended up being some of my other friends that had the problems. Like my one friend's horse like just would stop in the middle of the tracks and they'd be like, kick, like, you know, he'd like kick on the sides.
Yeah.
And she would just, we have a video of her just kicking, and he won't go. Finally, they had to guy had to get off his horse, drag the pony or the horse. And actually, fast forward, so funny, we were at the bar the next night and I met a subscriber and she had just been to the same ranch. And she told me the name of her horse. She was like, I was on Cloud. I was like, oh, my friend was on Cloud. And then they like talked and apparently the same thing, that horse didn't go that day. I'm like, why are they bringing out horses that like aren't in the mood that day?
Is it the off season? They're like, we gotta
Oh, well, speaking of off season, I don't know if I told you this before going. We found out we were there the 2 weeks of off season in Jackson Hole. We were there.
You're joking.
Because they switched from ski resort vibes
to like summer activities.
So like half the restaurants we wanted to go to were like literally closed. No, I was like, so we are all the way out here.
Oh my! I was gonna say when you originally booked this, I definitely had the thought. I was like, interesting time of year choice because it's not really winter and
It's
not really summer.
Yep.
And I know that they're known for their like skiing and winter activities.
Yeah,
there, so.
I like when I was a kid, we went in the summer, but I think it was like June, July.
You went with your family?
I went with my family.
What did you do there?
So we only were in Jackson Hole for a night because it has like nightlife and like it's more city, but we did like Yellowstone and Grand Teton National Park.
Oh, yes, because you did the national park.
So I had been there before in the summer, so I was like, oh, that makes sense. But I forget that like May everywhere isn't that warm.
Yeah. What part of the country mostly, or I guess the world, do people go to Jackson from? Like, are they from the South mostly? Or
that's a good question. There was lots of people wearing Georgia stuff, so I was like, go dog thing.
Yeah.
But a lot of people we met like at the bars and stuff, they were like in town from Utah or Idaho.
Gotcha.
I'd like never met so many people from Idaho.
I don't think I've met one.
No.
Do I know anyone from Idaho?
No, I don't know. And that was the other fun thing about it. They do like swing dancing, like at all the bars. Like we became friends with this couple that owned like one of the, like the merch stores in town, and they told us if someone comes up to you and asks you to dance, if a man comes and asks you to dance, like it's not weird, don't think it's creepy. They literally just want a dancing partner, and that made us all feel so much better because I'm sure if they hadn't told us that, we'd been like, I have a boyfriend, like
there's creepy men here,
creepy men. But it really wasn't like that. So we got to like all dance with people, and they were just so like respectful, so kind. They just literally wanted to dance.
Were they all cowboys?
I mean, I don't know.
Hat and boots and
like he was like, I'm from Idaho, you know. I'm like, wow.
Yep, that'll count. Mm-hmm.
So that was just so fun. There's this place called the $1 Million Cowboy Bar, which is like iconic. When I was younger, I went in there like during the day. My dad took a photo of me because the bar stools are like horse saddles.
Oh, that's fun.
But we like got to go there, and it was actually so fun for it being off season. There were a lot of people there, and I like weirdly met a lot of followers, which was so fun. Lots of gals in the Go listeners.
That's so fun. What were they
they
aware
were, like,
that it was also the off season?
Bachelorette, fun week. I was like, okay, so we're all here on the off season.
Yeah, okay.
There was like enough to do.
It doesn't seem like it was completely shut down. If that many people,
No.
the bar you posted, it looked like it was like
it was
busy
packed.
bar. Yeah,
it was so fun. Oh, and we also had this thing. The first night we went to this cocktail bar like before dinner, and the guy there was so nice. He was like our waiter, and we felt like we kind of, like big brother, like we buddy.
Yeah.
So we go back the next night. Oh, and mind you, there was no one in the cocktail bar when we went before dinner because it was like so not crowded at all. We were like the only group of girls in this one booth. We go back the next night, sit in the same booth. Same order even. It was like we like all sat in the same order. And we are like, hey, do you remember us? And he's like, I'm so sorry. Like, I don't remember you guys. Like, and
One night later,
and like, I was like, buddy, like there was literally no one in here, but we just kind of let it go. And then the drink started flowing. And then like when we're getting our check to go to dinner, I go, I have a bone to pick with you. And he goes, what? Like you could tell he got so scared.
Red panic.
And I was like, there is literally no way you don't remember us. Like we literally all sat in the same booth, the same order, and his face got so red. He was like, I'm so embarrassed. Like he for sure remembered us. I think he was trying to be cool. Like there's literally no way.
Unless this is just his life. It's like a rotating group of girlies.
I know, but there was no one else there.
This is like a not $1 Million. This is somewhere different.
This is like a local cocktail
pub.
bar. And then the third night, of course, we go back again.
Oh my gosh, you went here every day?
There was not much to do at night, okay? They had really good drinks.
Was this like you would go there as the bar? Or
We'd
for
go
dinner
there
and...
like right before dinner, like just one little pre-dinner
Cute.
cocktail.
Okay.
It was we just had the best time. So we like are walking up the stairs to this bar. He opens the door. He goes, my favorite group.
Oh, so by day 3, at least he understood.
Yeah.
Was
and
he
then
giving you guys like shots and stuff then at that point?
And then that night he's making us fun drinks. He's making me a special Moscow Mule.
What was in the special?
It was like instead of ginger beer, it was like ginger syrup, like a special.
Whoa, we really got crazy there.
And then this is so crazy. I won't say who, but like one of my friends was like changed her hinge to like Jackson Hole. And before we had went on the trip, she screenshotted a ton of the guys just like for fun. Mm-hmm. She's realizing that like that guy had matched with her, or not matched, but like had liked her on Hinge. The one from the bar that said he didn't remember us. She's like, so he really knew who we were.
Yeah,
I mean, maybe he didn't remember her because
but maybe this is probably.
It was just extra. Like, come on. So
he had seen her face before.
Yeah, and I think the last thing I have about this trip. Well, we had so much fun, truly.
It seems like it's like a fun. I mean, you guys.
It was just a great group.
Yeah.
Like, just lots of giggles. I'm really happy I went. Last thing. It's just like, I feel like I'm always reminded when you go on a girls' trip, like, no one realizes how much girls talk about poop. Like, like, Not even just talk about it, but like it's just like such a thing. Like when we're all sharing one bathroom, it's like, oh my God, okay, like post breakfast, who's gonna go first? I'm like, oh my God,
didn't bring me back to Nantucket. That brings me,
It's like a whole to do. Like I don't think people realize half the thing of girl trip, or it's like we're walking. Oh guys, I have to go right now. Like we have to find a store. It's just half of the trip was finding bathrooms. I swear. So. That is my conclusion.
That's really fun. It is true. It's the one bathroom thing, or if it's two bathrooms, but like a really big group of people. It's like, oh, someone's getting ready in that one.
Yeah.
Like
the getting ready, or like someone's showering.
Yep.
What are you gonna do?
So were you in like a walkable range to the town where you were staying? Oh, that's so fun. I love walkables.
I know you would have loved it. There were so many cute coffee shops, $1 million cowboy coffee, and it was really cute. Like would go back, had the best time. Would go back more so in the actual summertime.
In the summer versus
like
the
true summer.
Well, it snowed while you were.
Yeah. Oh, and it snowed our first day there. I was so grumpy, and my friends were like so happy because they don't see snow lots. They're from like Georgia.
Yep.
But I was like,
did you have to like dig out the car and stuff?
We were nervous. It melted so fast.
Oh, okay, good.
I can't even. It was like sunny by the end of the day, but at first I was like, it's literally actively snowing. We woke up to inches of snow.
Oh wow, and it all melted.
It all melted. I just don't understand.
No, the outfits were great. I feel like you girls like really coordinated. Like,
it was cute.
This is the non-bachelor. I can't wait to see the bachelorette dress. This is just for fun. Like, that's so impressive.
This podcast is brought to you by Squarespace. We love Squarespace here at Gals on the Go. Squarespace is the all-in-one website platform for entrepreneurs to stand out and succeed online. So whether you're just starting out managing a growing brand, Squarespace makes it easy to create a beautiful website, engage with your audience, and sell anything from products to content to time, all in one place, all on your terms. So if you go to our website, galsonthegopodcast.com, we actually built it with Squarespace. You don't need any fancy designers or crazy. We got some quotes for building a website from like designers and stuff. Insane, you guys. Build it yourself with Squarespace. It looks so good. You could actually use their new Blueprint AI and SEO tools as well. The new guided design system, Squarespace Blueprint, you can choose from a professionally curated layout with styling options to build a unique online presence from the ground up. They also have amazing SEO if you want to show up more often to more people and grow the way you want. You can also make checkout seamless for your customers with simple but powerful tools. They have like a PayPal, Apple Pay, credit cards. It is amazing. You can also sell your content. Like if you have, like a membership or courses or videos that you want to like put behind a paywall, you can do that all on your Squarespace site as well. The options are truly endless. So if you are looking to grow your brand, head to squarespace.com for a free trial. And when you're ready to launch, go to squarespace.com/gals to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain.
I don't even think I put it on my story. My friend Alex literally bought us all matching pajamas and printed out the itineraries and put them on the beds when we walked in. I was so like, cute. This is a bachelorette.
No, she should like take that up as
I told her she needs to lean in.
Yeah. Because there's a lot of businesses of people who do like, I've been on, speaking of stock your fridge, bachelorette stock your fridge.
Is that like
yeah, it's like businesses like in Scottsdale, like it's like bachelorette, like they'll get your Airbnb ready and like stock your fridge and everything. So they'll be like, we have 20 girls coming to this Airbnb and this is what they ordered. And like they stock the fridge.
This is what they ordered.
I love it.
Wait, you have to send it to me next time so I get it on my FYP.
Because it's like a mix of my favorite, like a grocery haul, kind of like cleaning / decorating. It's perfect. Yeah.
Oh, that's a fun job. I recently found, because I saw Katie Austin got married.
That wedding. I texted Taylor King actually. I was like, I need to know everything because that wedding looked, and she was like, it was the best wedding I've ever been to.
It looked beautiful. I also loved the butter yellow bridesmaid dresses. Like it looked so good in Palm Springs. Like I'm obsessed.
I noticed very little things. They were like outside at the reception, I guess. And then there was some projection in the distance that said K and I don't know.
Like on the mountain?
Yes.
That was crazy.
Yes,
I didn't realize that was projection. I was wondering what that was.
That's what I assumed.
Yeah,
it looked like it because it was like white and everything else was like dark.
So, then definitely
every little touch, like oh my gosh.
Well, she had because I saw she was reposting something called BTS Bride. Because I've been thinking about this. Like one day when I get married, who's gonna take the iPhone content? This company, BTS Bride, like literally did all the iPhone content that day. That like there's so many businesses for everything. How fun.
The bridal industry is enormous.
It's popping. It's booming.
So maybe Alex should get into that. She could do that like remote as well. Like I feel like that could be like a remote job. Like let me do your itinerary for you and like make up a little, because honestly that's like a lot of work. And if you're like people who have like crazy jobs and stuff, but they still want to have fun. Like, it just takes a little off their
she
plate.
makes all the reservations.
You know?
No, I'm gonna convince her and make her listen to this episode. She really knows.
You should.
Okay, so your weekend.
My weekend.
Well, you started on a boat.
Oh, I did start on. Yeah, I know. Because I feel like I'm like, I'm not really doing that much. But then I
You've
look
been
at every
doing
day
things,
and I feel like I
yeah.
have like something like every day
Yes.
or every few days. It was with Waterloo, sparkling water. You're more of a sparkling water girl.
Love Waterloo. I would have been there.
Yeah.
If I was in town.
I got an email like forever ago and it was like, oh, come, Guy Fieri is hosting the sail away party for like a new flavor or something. It was for their like non-alcoholic type of drinks, which is funny because like
I thought they only have non-alcoholic.
like they were like rosé flavored, like
yeah.
there was like a mojito one, but then they were like there was a bar, so like you could get it spiked. It was
Oh,
so
that's
funny.
fun.
He gave a speech. He was like, "I like them with a little alcohol," and I'm like, "That's the complete opposite
of what this is.
Yeah, it's like,
All right, Guy, you're off contract here.
He was just going rogue though because there was no mic for a second. Like the mic wouldn't work. I wanted to die for them. You know when that
felt so
happens,
bad.
when
You're like,
literally
oh my God.
200 people have their eyes on like it was like the marketing person and like Guy, and they're just standing there, and they were like, "We'll keep waiting." Because like the mic wouldn't work. I was like, oh my God, I want to die for like because
So
and
of
it's
course
like,
you have secondhand embarrassment.
Yes.
You're like, oh, there's technical difficulties.
Yep. But then he just started freestyling. He's like, I gotta say this sucks. Like, yeah.
So was he like walking around the boat the whole time, or
No, he came for his job.
was he? Had you set sail yet, or did he come?
Nope.
Oh, yep.
He swiftly departed before we set sail. Yeah, he didn't
course.
he didn't want to go on the boat
That's
cruise.
so
He
sad
just-
because I feel like it was so beautiful. It looked stunning.
I would have loved to take a picture with him. There was no opportunity.
Yeah.
I did get eyes. I got eyes
you
on
laid
Guy.
eyes on Guy. Yeah, my guy.
But it was a really like cool event because I know we've both done like river cruises and
Yes.
whatnot. This one was just, it was so, they put so much like energy. I feel like talk
I
about
always
party
appreciate
planning.
that,
It was
yeah.
like the cushions and whatever. I found like someone from
Oh,
the brand. I was
that's
like, I have
cute.
to say, I really appreciate the little touches. And she was like, I could tell she was like on the brink of tears. She was like, thank you. Because she was so
Aw,
tired. She's holding
yeah.
a clipboard. She's like, oh, thank you.
That's the best thing we could hear right now.
Like we haven't slept in weeks.
We've been putting this boat together
Yeah.
and Guy's gone and oh, that's nice.
Yeah, I
So it was
know.
a sunset cruise?
Yeah, and it was just really pretty.
It was like a
good
beautiful day in New York, I
time.
feel like, that day too.
Oh my gosh, you
couldn't
couldn't
have been better.
And just such a good view because I feel like I've done like the Circle Line cruises, which are good,
Yes.
but like you're packed like sardines, quite
Yes.
literally, no pun intended.
Yep.
That,
Yeah, I've done them too.
there was a little bit more like breathing room. Speaking of weddings, this came up because I was with my friend and she was like, wow, really good rehearsal dinner, if cash isn't a limiting factor, on a boat like
Oh,
that.
epic.
Like, can you imagine? Or just some sort of like activity like that.
Yep.
It was gorgeous.
Gorgeous.
So, gorgeous.
No, a sunset rehearsal dinner on a boat sounds lovely.
Yes. And then I went to Margot Ashley's birthday party, which was lovely.
Yes.
I know, you really know we're 27 when we start having sit down,
Yeah.
like couple
Dinner parties?
dinner
Yeah.
parties. Yeah.
I know.
I know. She was like, bring Ben. I was like, no worries. Like,
Yeah, like
it's
girls'
just
night.
and she was like, no, please, it's couples. I was like, oh, okay.
That's so cute.
It was
Because
so
Serena
cute.
brought Felix too, right?
Yeah, there was
And,
definitely like
other
lots
couples.
of yeah. And we had like our little like place card, you
Yeah,
know.
place
But I
cards.
kind of liked it because then you don't have to, once
don't-
again, where
yeah.
am I sitting? Like,
No. I prefer a place card.
yeah, it was great. Nice dinner. And then I'm like, what else did I do the rest? Oh my God, what I did Saturday. I cooked for Ben for the first time in our 2.5-year relationship. I said, all right.
Wait,
now
you've cooked with him?
I've cooked with him.
You've never cooked for
I've
him?
never been like, you sit over there.
Aw,
People
That's
are probably
really
like, what the fuck?
nice. What did you cook?
He was like, literally, you can make me anything. I was like, do you have any preference? He was like, anything. And I was like, now I have too many options almost.
Yeah, now it's a little
Yeah.
too easy.
So I went into my cookbooks, my Daphne Oz cookbook, and I
Yes.
found chicken skewers. It was like Mediterranean chicken skewers. I was like, easy enough.
Wow.
I'm going to marinate the chicken, throw it on a skewer. I had skewers.
I was
for
gonna
some
say,
reason.
did you have to acquire the skewers?
I had those. So I was like, all right,
Wow.
it was pretty easy. It was like just like olive oil and like seasonings and
Yeah.
then marinade. Yeah, because that's the
Yum.
secret to like chicken to me always tastes so bad because I don't
It's
give
so
myself
dry.
the
You
time to
have to
marinate it and to,
I never do it either.
but then like a raw, talk about
I
the,
know. I'm proud of you for
ick.
cooking meat. I would have been like,
I-
I'm making pasta.
I definitely used my meat thermometer on every piece. He
Yeah,
was
of
like, you don't have to use it on every piece, just the biggest one probably. I was like, nope, I gotta check.
Was
every
he like-
piece has to be cooked.
Was he like popping in every now and then? Or like, did it make you nervous?
No, honestly, like at one point he was like, I was like taking something out of the oven. He tried to help me. I was like, I would actually I felt like your mom. It's like, you sit over there.
Yeah, I actually too many people in the kitchen.
No, I just wanted to say that I did it. And then I made roasted veggies.
Oh my gosh, Brooke.
And I took a page out of your book, pearl couscous.
Oh,
yes,
that is perfect.
And now I've been on a pearl couscous kick because I just bought a huge container of it for some fucking reason.
Where do you find a huge container of it? I always have to buy
It was
a
in like a
box.
plastic thing on the top. They had it at my local grocery store. Yeah, it was on like the bottom shelf. I got some dust off.
I gotta go look for that.
Like, here's
then
the
you have it on hand and you can just make it.
With a little lemon squeeze and feta. It was delicious. Yeah, I know.
This is very impressive.
I know.
This isn't just like a little meal.
Well, I was like, I'm going to lean in. Like, if I'm going to do this thing. And then he was like, I knew you could do it. I was like, I mean, me too. Like, obviously I knew I could do it.
Yeah. It's like, that's the thing about cooking. It's like, you just follow the directions.
Yeah, it wasn't
like,
so, I mean, the hardest thing was pacing it out, I guess, and timing it.
How long did all this take?
I like cut up everything and like put it away for a few hours and then like came back and it's like,
oh, okay, yeah.
So
that's really nice.
But I did, it's just, some people are like, oh, cooking's fun. Like, I just don't know if I'm at that, like, I'm not at that point. Like, to me, it still is like, I don't want to say punishment, but like, it still is, like, I'm struggling with the part when it becomes fun.
No, I agree.
Some people think it is. They're like,
during, you don't think it's fun?
No, I mean, I am so proud of the result, especially when it tastes good and you're like, wow, this is like so great. Like so cool. Like I prepared this and like I know what's going in my body and like I know that it's like healthy or whatever. Yeah. But I feel you. I ask because I think it's fun during, but it's just like the getting of the groceries, the planning, the timing. It's like if I want this whole, like yours took forever because you had all these different things and you prepped everything earlier. Like it's a lot of thinking just for one meal where you sit down and eat it, especially if you're making it for someone else too. Like when I cook for me and Ryan, I usually won't have leftovers. And then I'm like, wow, I literally just made that for one plate. This was like also massive servings, which I appreciated because I was like, oh, then I have some leftovers. Because then we were talking through, because we're going to move in together. So we're talking about like, and he's been working like out like the type of hours that it's like, all right, you come home and you want dinner. And I was like, all right, I guess I can get used to doing this. And he's like, honestly, if you could just help me like cut the vegetables or like marinate the chicken, like I can do the rest. I was like, okay, I can do that. I can do that. No, that's really nice that you have a boyfriend who cooks in general. So is Ryan literally like the person who tries to help and he's like, get out of here? Like, or he actually does help? He does help because I also don't like to cook meat. So he always cooks meat. He knows how to cook, but he just like doesn't care to like try new things. Like he will just he's like, let's make chicken and rice tonight. I'm like, okay, again? Like, Like we had that the last 5 dinners. Yeah. And like his kitchen isn't super big. So if we ever do cook, it's at mine. So like I'm the one kind of doing prepping everything. And then he'll do a lot of it. But, I don't like go over there and he's like cooked me this whole meal, Yeah. They don't even have a dining table to sit at. Oh, well, that'll do it. Yeah. They have other priorities. Ben has like a little island, but he has like the coffee table that like swings up. Oh yeah, it's like his prized possession. He's Delaney has one too. God, like how am I gonna get rid of this? I'm like, it's literally falling apart. Like you're getting rid of that. Yeah, no, because we've been like, what are we? I'm like, honestly, don't even worry about bringing anything. Yeah, I love phrasing it like that. Like, don't even worry. Like I'll handle that. Yeah, don't worry. We'll get that out of here, no problem. We'll sell it on Facebook Marketplace. We'll get a new coffee table. He's allowed to bring his standing desk. That's allowed to come. Oh, that's cool that he does that. Good for him. He never uses it standing. Oh, ever? It's good to know you have the option. Yeah. It's like a nice desk though. So I'm like, that should come. Yeah. That's exciting. Oh my gosh. Like what's approved, what's not. So you had a nice weekend. And then your mom came. Oh, and my mom came for the day. We did a little shopping. Canada Goose was like, come celebrate Mother's Day. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah. And my mom can't one thing about my mom, she will not turn down an in-store shopping opportunity. Oh, so that's really cool you got to do that. It was really so special. And she got to try on a bunch of, they like pulled selects for us, but then we like got to like go around and like just pick out a bunch of stuff. And it was cool because it's like not stuff that she would necessarily normally get. She got to get a little like more of the fun accessories or the vests or the like she was like, oh my god, a raincoat. I don't have a raincoat. I'm like, why don't you have a raincoat? Oh no, that's so true though. Like an adult woman, like it's time to get a raincoat. You need a raincoat. It's about to start raining this summer. Yeah, stuff like that. So it was really sweet. And then I feel like that's really my weekend. I've been like just getting all my ducks in a row because I have my family Italy trip coming up. Yep. Very soon. Oh, and then this weekend I feel like I have a big weekend. I have Ben's sister's
You have a
wedding.
huge weekend.
Massive weekend.
Sal's
Sal's graduation. Then on Sunday, I didn't even tell you this. I'm going to QVC with my mom because it's like Mother's Day celebration, and I think I'm going. Like, she gets to bring me on TV. Yeah.
Oh my god, I have to tune in.
Yeah,
What
I'll tell you.
time?
I don't.
You'll have to
I have
let
to
me
check.
know.
I don't know the time yet. Yeah.
Me and my mom will be sat watching.
Okay. Oh yeah, because
My mom's coming to town too.
I know.
Oh my god.
Getting
So
everything.
you'll
prepped.
go. That's not in New York. You'll go.
No, that's Sunday, but
Wow.
we have the graduation Saturday.
Wow, you're gonna be a gal on the go.
No, quite literally. I'm like, the outfits. Oh
my
my
God.
biggest stress in all
Fashion
of
Pass
this.
was probably your best friend for this.
Oh
weekend.
my gosh. Because the rehearsal dinner, I got my dress from Fashion Pass.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, I might need to like do a second order. I think you can do that. Like an emergency. Like,
Yeah. Emergency. Bring it all in.
Activate the
I need backup right now. I need all the spring dresses you can find.
Yeah, no, that's actually me. I've been very last minute with my things. So
Hey, you've
Yeah.
got other things you're working on, which I
yeah.
can't wait for you to finally.
yeah,
one day.
yeah. No, it's happening.
It's happening.
It's all coming to fruition. Oh, I copied your phone case. Not really, but I too got this case. Yes, so we are unintentionally twinning.
Unintentionally. Brooke wanted to match me. It's fine.
I like the feeling of it.
I do too. It's
Yeah,
really
it's
cute.
nice.
And got the mag safe for your charger.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Yeah, no, it's a good one. I'm excited for you.
And
a
it
cute
keeps the phone feeling. It's from Case to Five. If you guys are listening, it's
Yeah,
and it has like this circular pattern. It keeps the phone like slim because some of the cases are like
so bulky
the
that you
unit.
can't even fit into your purse.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's called the Ripple case from Case 5.
Oh,
I
you
could
got
be
the name.
completely making that up. But yeah, it's a
Well,
cute
that
one.
would make sense.
I
It
love
does
this
look
for us.
like a little ripple.
It does look like a little ripple, like a little
Little
drop.
Yes.
Should we get into the speak pipes?
Yeah. Oh well, should we do our fave?
Oh, we should really
do our
quickly.
fave of the week.
My fave is my Tecovas boots. I have never worn boots in so many different climates in the last 2 weeks, from stagecoach in a desert to snow to mud. I forget, like, I get why people like put on their boots, you know, like they literally got me through everything. Like because I didn't want to put on my sneakers because the snow would get through the sneakers, and like Tecovas boots, they really just know what they're doing. And I finally have like a nice brown pair that goes with everything. I just feel like real cowgirl.
Yeah.
My Tecovas boots.
I feel like you that's like the off-roading shoe. Like,
Yeah.
it's like we're switching into alternate gear.
Yeah, like
like
horse-
you're doing all sorts of terrain.
Yeah, like we literally had our bathing suits on to go to the hot tub at one point. I was like wearing my boots. Like I felt so
look at you.
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. How about you? What are you loving?
That's really funny. Wait, also, are they like a specific style? Like, is there a name? Is Tecovas like
I
like
mean, yeah,
that?
but I don't know.
No, it's fine.
They're just like the basic
Yeah.
brown ones.
Would you ever talk to people and they'll be like, "Oh, it's like the Jenny hoop or something," and you're like,
Yeah.
What the fuck?" Like, you know, and
Yeah,
like
they'll be
they
like-
say it as if you would know it, and you're like, "What? No, what's the brand? What's the
Yeah,
make?
the brand.
What's
I'll
the-"
find it from there. Like, just
Yep.
give me the brand.
Yeah, yeah. They're like, "Oh, I love my Kelly tops," like
Yeah.
or something. I'm like,
No, I know.
"That's just a t-shirt." Like,
No, I know. I have like one pair of shoes that I know they're the Augie boots, but like that's
Yeah.
it. You know, it's
yeah,
like
yeah.
that's really funny.
Yep.
So what are you loving?
I for some reason the other day got like a complete crazy like neck pain. I think that I did something weird in SoulCycle. And then I was like, okay, how am I gonna like get rid of this? So I used the Rare Beauty heating pad that they sent us or gave us like on a trip.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not one to use it like for cramps. I'm just like I just kind of like I
You
don't.
just let it happen.
Yeah, I'll take Advil or something. Like I'm
suffer,
not
yeah.
I'm not a huge heating pad girly.
Yeah.
But then I realized that this is like it's like it has beads in it that are scented. Didn't know that.
Yeah.
And it's like not padded, but it's soft on the outside.
Mhm.
And you throw it in the microwave for like a minute and a half, maybe. I did a little bit of overload, and a part of it got like a little weird. So maybe just don't do more than
Yeah,
that.
no, I know. I actually did use that one too. And if you use over on that one, it like does
Yeah.
something. Yeah.
Yeah, did it explode a little?
No, mine didn't explode, but it just got a little crispy.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, they don't even sell it online. Like I tried to
It's
find
probably
it
part
to
of, like,
link, and I think it
PR.
was like, but I just love this idea. And then all day I was just kind of rotating, and I really think it helped loosen up like the knots and everything.
Definitely.
Hmm. Like that one day that I was really, and it feels like it's like a weighted blanket too.
It's
so
like
I
a
feel
warm
like,
hug.
It is. Yeah, why you use yours a lot?
I do.
You're
For my cramps though.
yeah.
But every now and then I'll put it, if like my back hurts, I'll put it on my lower back. But I've never put it on my neck really.
Well, I mean, it's nice because it's just like
Yeah.
a string of like
Goes
Yeah,
around.
you could really just stick her right on
Stick
there.
her right on.
Yeah, people are like you should alternate between like hot and cold. So then I was using like the
Oh, wow.
the Thera ice on my neck.
yeah.
I was just doing everything that I could. And I honestly, now I have full rotation. I'm good.
She's got full rotation.
Yes.
Wait, that's so exciting.
Yeah. Well, I wasn't
era.
sure like at what point do I like go back to spin now again after messing it up, because I'm like scared that I'm gonna like revert back and then not be able to move or something. But I should be fine, right?
Yeah, you should be fine. Justify this.
No,
you're so fine to go back.
I'm just like not an athletic type person, so I can't like when people are like your body will tell you when you're ready. I'm like I literally have no idea.
Are you sure it's from SoulCycle?
It happened after I took I noticed it after
maybe
I
you
took
were
a class on
your
Sunday.
hair back and forth.
I noticed that like I felt a little stiff that day, so maybe I was going into it weird.
It happens.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Listen to your body.
It's very important to listen to your body.
Finding the perfect t-shirt, it's a journey, okay? It can be such a challenge. I feel like I'm always looking for something that is not going to show my bra lines, but it's also going to like be tight and like snatch me in. It's also going to like be cropped in the right place. Finding the perfect t-shirt does exist though. Let me tell you, after all of these years of searching, I have found my perfect t-shirts at Skims. They have amazing silhouettes. Like they have crop, they have long sleeve. There is truly a style for everyone. You guys know how much we love Skims here at Gals on the Go. I just feel like they make the best basics and foundations for your wardrobe. Truly, we've been talking on the show about how I just want to order a million of these because I feel like they're the base of my every outfit. Specifically, I want to talk to you guys about the soft smoothing seamless t-shirt. This is truly the most flattering t-shirt I have ever worn. I just wore it to my brother's college graduation with like a maxi skirt, so I dressed it up with like a pair of heels, but I love just wearing it with like a pair of jeans, a pair of jean shorts in the summer. I used to think that throwing on a t-shirt was just for like being casual and stuff, but this fabric, it's so smooth and so seamless that you could wear it truly wherever. Like you could throw on a blazer. Like I wore it actually when I did a panel the other night. I wore like a blazer and like a nice like suit type outfit. So you can dress it up, you can dress it down. This is amazing. I have it in the marble color. I just ordered a bunch more of these for my trip to Italy and everything. Like that is the perfect t-shirt. I also really like the cotton jersey t-shirt. It's a little bit more casual. I'm getting these in like every color because like I said, when I'm getting dressed and I'm like, what am I going to wear today? First thing I do, put on my Skims t-shirt and go from there. So you can shop the Skims t-shirt shop at skims.com. It's now available in sizes extra, extra small to 4X. And if you haven't yet purchased from Skims, be sure to let them know that we sent you. After you place your order, select podcast in the survey and select Gals on the Go in the drop-down menu that follows. It really supports us and our show, and we love working with Skims. So thank you so much.
And now we'll listen to
now we'll listen to you guys. All right. Shall I play the first one?
Yeah, let's listen.
All right.
Hey gals, first of all, I love you guys so much. I went to 2 of your live shows and I met both of you in person, and I just always get so excited to meet you. I also live in New York, so shout out to that. Anyway, so I'm trying to figure out if I want to get extensions. I have bleach blonde hair and it's pretty damaged, and I've been trying to let it grow back just naturally and in a healthy way, but I keep seeing girls getting extensions and it just looks so good when you just have bleach blonde long hair. And I want that too, but also it's so much money, and would it make my hair break even more? So yeah, I don't know what I should do about that. Let me know what you guys think. I know you both had extensions before and they looked so good. So yes, I need your help.
Well, Danielle has the long luscious hair today, so I feel like you need to.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, so this is the only one that we're gonna give like a little advice, because I feel like she's kind of teetering on either side.
She wants us to just make a decision and justify.
Yeah, I mean, I think we were talking about this the other day, like extensions, I don't know if they completely ruin my hair, but my hair did not grow particularly. And when they they put on extensions, they usually have to like thin out the bottom of your hair to blend it with the rest of the extensions. But I think the solution here is I'm wearing clip-in extensions right now and they've changed my life. It's so fun. It's like weird like putting them in and then like the next day I have short hair, but like I love it. It's that added confidence. And then maybe you try that and then you get into like real extensions.
It's like makeup. Like, one day you have a red lip.
True.
The next day you don't.
I like that.
Yeah.
It is like makeup. And
Try
thank
out a
you, by the way.
different
I can't believe she's met both of us already.
Yeah.
Came to live shows. That's so
Thanks for
nice.
coming. Yeah, I feel like with the combination of the bleach blonde, I've only heard from my friends who have dyed their hair like really, really blonde and like done stuff like that. It's all deep regrets because it's
deep.
Like when you start just doing so much. But I understand.
It's fun.
We all want that. I mean, I'm sure that look is gorgeous, but it's like, I feel like it's a short-term solution.
Yeah, definitely.
And then you're just creating problems in the long run.
That's also true. But also, if you want to get the extensions, you will feel 10 times better as well. So
I know. So maybe what if you start with the clip-ins, use those for like 6 months or something, see if you even like the look.
We'll get her on like the 6-month plan.
Yeah. And we'll check back in after that.
Yeah, we'll check back in, see how you like clip-ins and go from there. I use Luxie hair and they're so good. Okay, next up.
Hi, Brooke and Danielle. I'm a word. Before starting this voice note, I just wanted to say sorry for my accent.
I love it.
I'm South African. Afrikaans is my first language. So my E's and R's are going to be very wrong because I'm not very good with English. But anyway, this story about trying to justify something is coming at the perfect timing because I just got home from a dinner with friends, and I'm trying to justify something for myself, so I really need help. So I just got home, it's just past 9, but I'm a 10 p.m. type of gal. I like to go to bed at 10 p.m. So it's very late for me, but I need help. What should I do? I like to go to bed clean, like freshly showered. But after gym this afternoon, before going to dinner with friends, I went to the gym, I came home, I took a shower, I went to dinner, I came back home. I took a shower 2 hours ago. Now, usually I always take a shower before going to bed, even if I just took a shower. Because I went out in public, I will shower again. But I'm very lazy right now. So can you please help me justify not taking a shower right now?
I love this so much.
I feel like I'm going to be dirty if I'm not going to take a shower now.
I had, like, this is so outside clothes.
Oh my God. It is outside clothes.
I need your opinion.
But you're going to be, like, shocked at my answer that I would say then that this is, like, my routine most of the time now because I'll take, like, an afternoon workout class or something, come home, shower. And then if I, like, go to dinner, sometimes I won't shower. No. Like, I don't always shower before bed. No, especially if I do an afternoon shower specifically. Like, what she's saying, you would just... No. I'm also not, like, a 3-shower-a-dayer, though.
Yeah.
Where I know some people, like, that's their thing.
Yeah, I think especially if you showered right before you went to dinner. I mean, you put on your pants, you sat in the dinner chair, you came back, and then you changed into pajamas. Like, I'm sure it's probably still a little chilly. Well, actually, I don't know what the weather is like in
I
South
think
Africa.
just wash your sheets regularly is the solution here. Like, that's what I try to do. I'm like, okay, if I actually do think through that when I, like, get into my bed. I'm like, I've been in, like... You know, maybe I was outside. Like, I think about it with, like, my hair and stuff. Like,
I think about it with my hair, my spray tans. I'm like, ooh, it's time. No, you're definitely justified. And I like what you said, especially since it was an afternoon shower.
You're so fine.
You're so fine. Like, no judgment there. The only time I don't shower a lot at night, I'm a morning shower. But, like, sometimes, like, last night I got home from the airport and I was like, I am going to shower before I get in my bed. Stuff like that, I feel like. So, thanks for going on that journey, taking us on that journey. Okay, here's the next one.
Hey, Brooke and Danielle. I'm currently debating if I should go to the Eras tour in Vienna for my birthday. I'm a big traveler and I've never been to Vienna, so it's on my list of places to see, and it just so happens that Taylor Swift has a concert on my birthday there. I've solo traveled to Europe before, so this could be a solo trip, but I'll definitely invite friends if they're able to go with. I'm not even the biggest Swiftie or concert goer, but I do like a lot of her music, including her newest album, and I've watched part of the Eras tour on TV, and it looks like such a cool show to see in person. The only problem is that I'm moving halfway across the country 2 months before this trip would happen, so that would be a big expense, and then the trip with concert tickets will be another big expense, but it looks so worth it to me, so let me know what you think.
Oh my gosh. Well, we had the best time at the Eras tour, I have to say. Best concert I've ever seen, for sure. I will never, ever forget that experience. And I agree, I'm not the biggest... I like Taylor Swift a lot, like her music, but not... I think that she makes it fun for all, for the whole fan.
I think if you're even considering it at all, and I feel like it's so... It's not a coincidence that it's on your birthday. Like, I feel like it's a sign to go. I don't know if you mean, I wonder where you're moving. Because if you're moving to Europe, then that's like a weekend. I feel like people.
I think she said across the country.
Oh, across the country. I thought she said across the world.
So I feel like it's like a big move and then it's like 2 months later. But, you know, if you can swing it financially, like, I would say don't, but if you're considering it and it's really feasible for you, I'm all for spending money on experiences because,
Truly.
I mean, you have been.
I love to spend money on
Danielle
experience.
can speak on
Danielle can speak on. I'm trying to get someone to go with me to either Taylor Swift in Miami or I'd even go to Indy. I just want to see it one more time. I think
when are those? In the fall?
Yeah, fall. One's in the summer. And then there's like Europe ones too. I don't know. Trying to figure out. I've got some feelers out. So.
Yeah.
But
figure it out.
But no, I think you definitely should. And I feel like a lot of people do go alone to the Taylor Swift concert. I feel like you should like go yourself and then tell your friends, hey, I'm going. Anyone's welcome to come. But like it's a lot to obviously ask friends to do that. But you might be surprised. If you like actually have the trip plan, someone might want to hop on. But it's just a lot of thinking for them to be like, okay, where are we going to stay? But if you're like, this is where I'm staying. These are the flights. Like if you want to come.
I'm here for it.
Yeah.
And so solo travel is a cool experience.
Yeah. Okay, here's a little quick one.
Hi, gals. Can you help justify not going to every wedding you get invited to? Thanks.
You picked the right people.
No, I am definitely realizing that you can't go to every wedding that you got invited to.
Absolutely not, because even though it may not be a destination for them, it may be a destination for you. And I think there's a lot to consider in this. Like, obviously, it's like the busyness of life. Like, you can't, then if you have something else going on or it's just like a lot financially, then a lot to swing. Just the travel involved in all of this too, like taking off work or something. Like there's so many factors in this that I think, especially if they're not your best friend.
Yeah.
Especially if they're not a close friend. Like I think you need to be realistic with yourself in terms of like gauging that. Yeah. But I think that is totally justified. And from what I've heard, many brides and grooms like completely understand.
Yeah. I feel like even for some people, they invite you because, they've known you for so long or they want to make sure that you feel included. And not that that's like a bad, I don't mean it in a bad way.
You're
but
on their
like,
B-list.
No, not even like that. But like, don't worry because there's going to be so many people there that love and support them. And I think the biggest thing that I've learned is like making sure they know as soon as possible.
Yes.
Because that's, I think, where it gets like a little dicey. It's like, okay, well, we were kind of planning for you to come. Like we got like a verbal yes, but not like on the invitation yes. So I think as long as you're being very cognizant of that and like the weddings that I haven't been able to go to, I've still like sent a gift, which I don't know if that's what you're
nice.
supposed to do, but I've tried to do that.
I think that's nice to do.
But because like Brooke said, it's like a destination for them and for you as well.
Yeah.
And
it's especially as like a solo person, like even if you're invited by yourself or like if it's just you going on your own, like that it's a lot. Like the travel of it all, the hotel or like wherever you have to stay, like it's expensive. You have to take off work usually because even if it's a Saturday wedding, you probably have to take off Friday. Yep. Like, and you can't do that for, I mean, I don't know how many friends you have, but from what I understand, it just gets to be more and more and more as we like kind of go through our 20s. And I'm even noticing that. So it's not I'm not intentionally saying no to some.
No, it's just,
but I feel like if I can't swing it, like I'm not going to put a square peg in a round hole or something,
I think everyone completely understands. And there's just so many, especially at this age, like so many people are getting married at the same time.
Totally. Yeah. So. I think your own closeness with them. Like, like if they missed your wedding, how would you feel?
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Be like, well, do you want them at your wedding? Well, then you need to go to theirs.
So that's very justified. You do.
Very justified.
Do your thing.
Do your thing, girl. All right, here's the next one.
So I'm getting married in a year. My fiance actually planned the whole proposal while I was at the live show in New York. But besides the point, so I've never moved out of my parents' house. I'm 23 and I've never lived out of my like childhood home because I went to college close by and I commuted. So I would like you guys to help justify me moving out and renting my own apartment, which is really expensive, and I have a wedding to pay for in a year, but I've never had that experience before, and I would like to have it, but everyone in my family says I need to save my money, so I want your guys' thoughts on what you think, if it's worth it, if it's a good idea, if not. Thank you.
Well, we're here to justify.
This. I know we are.
So
justifiers.
We've both lived alone.
Yeah, for a minute now.
For a minute.
Yeah. And I mean, it is a core defining personality trait at this point.
Let's talk about it.
I am such a fan. Like if you have the opportunity to, I'm not going to sit here and be one of these people like, you have to do it before. Like, no, that's not everybody's circumstance. But I think if you're sitting here toying with the idea and like, this is arguably the last point in your life where you would do that, I think you have to take that opportunity.
I think so too. I lived alone 1 year in college. Like, I think it is so special. Like Brooke said, like, some people, they don't have the desire, but if you have any sort of desire, you also don't want to have regrets when you do move in with your significant other and you're like, oh my gosh, like, I wish I just had 1 year when I was alone. Yeah. Yes, it's going to be a little bit pricey, but you also can think, like, when you're purchasing things for your apartment, maybe like, this is something that I could bring to our house.
That's a great point.
Once we get married.
That is such justified. Yeah, justified. You're making those early like get a couch that you could put, when you live with your future husband or something.
Yeah,
like,
be practical. Don't get the pink stuff.
Yeah. Think about it long term. Like, if you're getting a set of cookware or whatever, like, you're going to use that. That's a great point. I think you have to also commit to yourself. Like, I don't know how far you live from home, but if you're going to do this and your whole family's like, you have to save money, whatever, like, you have to stick to your guns then and like stay at this apartment and not that you would get out of your lease or anything, but don't like go home often and like whatever.
True. You got to lean in
and be like, make the most of it, of that year.
Have like girls' nights, have people over. Yes. I like that. That's true.
I mean, I'm sure that I would imagine her fiance, are they engaged already? Yeah, like if he would come over. I think it would be like a nice transition for you.
Yes.
Honestly, from going from like living at home forever to moving in with, like, I think even if you don't have the opportunity to live by yourself, I think having some sort of transition like out of the house, if possible, not everybody has it, is really nice.
Yeah, I actually don't even know if she means she would live with a roommate, like whatever it is, just like having that middle right before. Yeah. I think it'd be fun to have like a girl roommate or live alone. It's just so
something,
important.
yeah.
If you want it, it's important.
But I do get it though that it's like then it's the wedding on top of that and stuff. So, but then it's like, but let's think long term about it.
Yeah, I think you'll be happy with yourself
and no resentment. It sounds like because you would hate to like then eventually move in with the husband or whatever, and
be
you're
like, why didn't I ever have my own space? Yep. Okay, here's another.
Hey gals, I had my IUD removed recently after 7 months. So obviously I get to lie in bed all day and watch Sex and the City and eat chocolate all day, right?
Of course. So completely
100%.
Yep.
Lean in.
Take the day off. You had a procedure.
Yeah, I'm like terrified. I like still sometimes want to do it, but I'm terrified. So good for you.
Yeah, I've heard mixed reviews on the pain. But you're allowed to lean in.
You're
fully.
Definitely eat the chocolate. Get a milkshake. Order like a steak and shake milkshake. Watch Sex and the City. Watch the Sex and the City movies. Like truly get the heating pad out. Like cry. Call your friends. Like just lean in. Honestly, good for you. I love that one. Should we do one more?
Yeah. These are great.
I know. Thank you guys so much for submitting. And by the way, we posted these on Instagram on Gals on the Go podcast. So always be watching our stories to be involved in the next episode. Okay.
Hi, gals. This is a big one, but I need you to help me justify moving to New York City. So my husband and I have been loving and visiting New York for the last few years, and we love the city lights. We love the pace of New York. And think it would be absolutely fun to try it for just 1 year, live out our dreams. I personally think I'm going to regret it if I don't do it, but it doesn't necessarily make the most sense for us in our current phase of life. So we have a baby, all of our family is here. We work remotely, so work is not really in the equation, but I think I'm going to regret it if I don't do it, even though it doesn't make the most sense. So please help me justify this.
Oh, this is a tough one because I'm not gonna lie, it makes no fucking sense.
No, like, here I got it. I get this one. So I have a friend or a family friend who I don't know how old your child is. You're saying baby, so I'm thinking young. If you're gonna have children, if I were to have children in the city, I would want them to be like literal babies. So if you're planning to have another kid, I would move here now while you have like a toddler, like a little one that isn't maybe.
Running around
the city.
Yes.
Like this is the time I get. Like it doesn't make the most sense, but if you want to, it sounds like your husband wants to too. It's one thing if like your husband doesn't even want to, but it sounds like you guys love it. We know people that have moved to the city for a year and then they've like ended up staying. So I think it's doable at this time. Yes, it'll suck because you won't have like your family nearby to help take care of the child, but I think you should do it.
Yeah, I do. That actually is a great point.
Yeah.
While they're young like that. And also you don't have to worry about like the space as much. Like, you can kind of all be together because it's like, you get up in the middle of the night to take care. Like
literally.
you have to be in the same room, right?
Yeah. I'm thinking like baby. So like you don't probably even need a second. Maybe you can get like a second little small room for the nursery.
Yeah. Otherwise like you can do it. You can make it work.
Yeah.
That is a good point, I would say. And do it while you're young and while you're like able to do those sort of things, or younger, I guess, because you're the youngest you'll ever be.
No, I know. That's the thing. Anytime anyone's ever like, I want to move to New York, like you got to strike while the iron's hot.
Yeah.
Like you have to do it. But I mean, that's also tough when like maybe your family around you is like, don't leave. Like that's really
and I
hard.
understand moving, the prospect of moving somewhere for 1 year is like a challenge.
Yeah.
Right? Because you're like, oh, we're going to move all of our stuff. Like the move is expensive. It's a lot of labor it's a lot of work to like apply for an apartment and to do it all.
So
like I'm just that type of person where I look at something, I'm like, is it more effort to like do it than, but that's just me. Other people are like, let's just jump right in and do it. But I think that like you just have to know going into it, like, okay, if this is 1 year, like make your decisions appropriately.
Yeah, I feel like they'll end up saying 2
I know.
years.
I feel like
it's
that
hard
too.
to just do 1 year in New York. So your lease is ending and you're like, all right.
That was I know 1 year goes quick.
Lickety split. Like I can't believe it's already May. Like the fact that January is so far ago. I don't know.
Yeah. Wow, that was a good. Oh my God, I can't believe she listens to our show. That's so cool. What a cool person.
So honored. Hopefully your baby hasn't heard us cuss yet.
Sorry, I opened that up. I was like, no help for you. And you
No, because like it does. Like she even said, she's like, it doesn't make sense. But like, it does make like you said, she's only gonna get older. Like this is the time. Like you can't do it in the past now. So let's just go forward.
I have heard of some people's parents like. Let's just say like, you're in your 20s, you move to the suburbs, like you have kids. And then when their kids are fully grown, you move back to the city.
Yeah. I've heard this too.
Yeah. I mean, my parents would never. That would just be not their journey. But I feel like I could see like cool people doing that. Yeah. And being like, oh, we're going back to the city.
Now they're ready.
They're ready for like the Renaissance era.
Yeah. They were in their incubation era. And now like they're, slowly developing. So we'll go back to the city.
Yeah.
I don't even know. Well, that's all we have time for today, you guys. That felt so official. I loved that.
So radio of you.
So
Thanks
radio.
for listening to 106.1.
Oh my God, stop. 106.1, Gals on the Go, GOTG Live. We love you guys. And thanks for hanging out with us on your fine Wednesday.
Yeah. We'll see you next Wednesday.
We'll see you next Wednesday.
Bye.